You're muted even. Muted, Joe.
6 o'clock, obviously in the absence of Shazad. I'll chair the meeting until he hopefully comes or not. So, agenda item number 1, welcome and introduction. So I think we've been in any of these interactive meetings. We act as professional as we would do. We hand up if we wish to speak. We keep on muted unless we have to, and we have a good meeting. Because the public is watching. Apologies for absence, Joe.
I haven't received any, Chair. So I've not received any. There's only Councillor Shazad, but I've not heard of him today.
Okay, let's note that then. That's fine. Declaration of interest from members.
Chair, can I just come in there? Shazad has just rung me. He's just trying to reboot his computer. He's just tried ringing other people. He's rebooting it. It should be with you shortly, he said.
Oh, that's fine. No worries. Thank you, Councillor Westerman. So no declaration of interest from members. Any from officers?
None, Chair, no.
Fantastic. Thank you, Joe. Minutes for decision. Anyone want to comment on the minutes or propose them? No? Okay, well, I'll propose them then. I think they are to record. Councillor Corkindale, are you seconding? Fabulous. All those in favour then? Brilliant. Thank you, Councillor Corkindale. Thank you, Councillor Westerman as well, for putting your hand up too. Progress report for noting, Joe.
Chair, we did miss public question time, but there are no members of the public here.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be happy that we just skip past that. In terms of the progress report, it's attached. Most of the things have either been actioned or on the agenda tonight.
Brilliant. Sorry about that, guys. I'm skipping that by accident. Sorry. Must be so excited for the meeting. That's fine. Brilliant. Thank you, Joe. So town plan for noting. Joe, is there anything we need to be aware of here?
Chair, no, obviously it's coming to council on the 25th with a full update. Some of you will have seen the report on Monday night. That'll be sent to all councillors next week. So I don't think there's anything else we need to say because it's coming to council next in 2 weeks anyway.
Brilliant. Thank you, Joe. Any comments from councillors on that? No, that's fine. Thanks, everyone. Budget update. Joe again. Give us the highlights.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, obviously the highlights are the budget is spent. Also, we have had some additional expenditure this year related to the coronavirus. So we've had to spend a bit more on clean materials. Finance Committee will meet next Monday night, and we are going to do some vehemence from underspends just to make the accounts look a little bit tidier. Income, obviously, we're well ahead of where we thought we'd be, both in terms of rent. The meeting room hire, you'll see there that the income is quite high. It's £34,000. That really is, that's a grant that we've received as part of the lockdown because we're a licensed premises, we weren't able to open. So it's not technical income, but we've classed as income because we needed somewhere to put it in the accounts. So again, that's outperformed. Our income from rental is outperformed. We have now paid the final, the second instalment of our public work loans board. So that will be reflected in the April account. But yeah, that's obviously we're trying to get all our bills in, outstanding invoices in the next 2 or 3 weeks before the year end. That's anything, Chair. I'll try and answer any questions if anybody has anything.
Yeah, just on that, do we know, Joe? I know at the last meeting you couldn't give clarity on how long that grant's going to go on for. Has the government given any further clarity since then?
To be honest, I think the best guess I've got is it will be in place at least the middle of April when the restrictions lift in terms of licensed premises being able to at least operate outdoors, which obviously we couldn't do and we wouldn't do. We had our last payment was in last week to take us up till the end of the month. So we may get one more.
Brilliant.
About £7,000-ish we may get. So,
Brilliant. Councillor Westerman.
I do believe, looking at an FOI I've got back from Bradford, that Bradford Council will be given a first quarter budget from central government for businesses relief during COVID. That's in an FOI. They'll be given an extra £22 million for the first quarter. So we may be getting like April, May, and June?
Yeah, Chair, we did. So the other thing, we pay £28,000 in business rate. So our rateable value, top of my head, is 55,000. We did apply to the first rate relief scheme linked to coronavirus, but our rateable value was too high. Other councils, as I think as Councillor Westman is probably alluding to, I know that Doncaster Council, for example, have a much higher threshold for the rateable value, and other councils there have close amount of money back. So we'll be interested to see what Bradford do this time around, see if they do change that threshold or whether they keep it lower than what perhaps others are doing. So we'll keep a watching eye on it, and if we can, we'll get some money back off them.
Brilliant. Thank you, Joe. Any further remarks from members? Budget? No, that's okay. Thank you very much, you two. So a health and safety update. It's looking good, Joe.
Thank you, Chair. Again, apologies for hogging the time. So you've got the report. There are 4 outstanding issues that remain to be done from the action plan. And to be honest, one of those is related to the fixed wiring. We're just trying to confirm when we last had the fixed wiring testing. We have to test every 5 years. That's not the Pap tested. This is the fixed wiring test, and we think it's not. We think it's due now, but our contractor says it's not due until I think it's 2022. So I know Brian is working on that just to confirm what the certificate is. We do have to do some fire training, both for our staff and for the tenants. Also, we can't do that until we're back in the office, which will hopefully be in April, and that will involve evacuation, how to evacuate the building, and also how to use fire extinguishers. So I think we might even get to play with some fire extinguishers in the old exercise yard, which will be interesting. We've had the fire assessment done. They came back with a very small list of actions that we needed to be completed by the end of this month. And when I say small, I'll give you an example. The old making space office on the top floor, one of the doors there has a very small hole in that used to be the lock, used to be the key code lock. And that needs filling. That needs to be, because it's a fire door, you can't have a gap in it. So that's one of the small things that needs to be done. We've got a light which needs fixing and a couple of signs on the back stairs which just need to be clearer. But apart from that, we are pretty much all ticked off. The next audit is due next month. So we have an annual audit. Simon from Ellis Whittam has been in touch with them in this week, and we're just trying to find an appropriate time. It's normally done in person. Last year it was done remotely, but we're going to perhaps see if we can actually get him to come out this year, and we'll do it in person again, restrictions allowing. Again, if he's got any questions, I will do my best to answer them.
Brilliant. Councillor Adams.
Yeah, I know I'm not a member of this committee, Joe. Can I just ask how often you do the Pap testing? Because it only has to be done every 4 years, doesn't it? Unless it's
yeah, so the Pap testing was done in January 2020, so just over a year ago. So it's not due again for another 3 years.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. And don't worry, the fire extinguisher training is exciting. I did it at school. It really is fun.
I'm just concerned that the staff will see the opportunity to take it out on me, and I will be covered in water. We will see.
We'll have to make sure that they cool off then.
Yeah.
Any further remarks and comments, Councillor Martin Walker?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Just to confirm what Councillor Maunsell's already said, in a previous life I've taken part in fire testing, and it is fun, but it's also very useful and very informative. Thank you.
Thank you. So, guys, if there are no further comments, we can move on to agenda item number 10, which is future items for discussion. Does any member have any future items for discussion? Nope. Well, don't worry if you think about anything. I'm sure Joe's more than happy to receive them outside the meeting. and they can be put on for the next agenda. Okay, agenda item number 11, exclusion of press and public for item 12 only. Do I have a proposer for that? Councillor Abberton, do I have a seconder? Councillor Martin Walker. All those in favour? Right, Joe. I believe. Do we have a Mr. Nigel?
We do. So unfortunately, Mr. Brett will have to leave, and I will stop